But Tulio, this place is amazing. I mean, I wonder what's over.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the best DreamWorks standalones that deserve a second feature-length installment. Since the Chicken Run sequel is slated for a December 2023 release, it will not be included.
It's go time.
It's all right. I went before we left.
Number 10, Home. While this movie is nowhere near one of DreamWorks' most beloved or even an exceptional story, it does have a lot of merit.
Gratuity Tucci, why for?
Thank you.
For one thing, the animation and world building is beautiful. For another, there's no world where we wouldn't want to see the eccentric collab that is Jim Parsons and Rihanna.
Yeah, can I come into the out now?
No.
Most of all though, this movie feels like an introduction. It feels like there's still lots more room to get to know the characters and their world post-alien invasion. Home actually got a TV series that explores just this, but surely there's room for one more epic feature-length adventure.
Oh, you can't do this on your own.
Maybe not. But I have hope.
Number 9, Ants. The age-old question, A Bug's Life or Ants? We're not here to stir the pot, but we will say that Ants received its fair bit of praise when it was released.
There is a better place. Insectopia.
Oh, really? Lunatic at 3 o'clock.
It's funny, well executed, and best of all, it appeals to adults too.
What are you bitching about? In case you haven't noticed, we Ants are running the show. We're the lords of the earth.
As DreamWorks' first animated feature, we think it deserves a little more love. A sequel was planned, but it got canceled at some point down the line. Just imagine what they could do if they took the charm and wit of the 1998 movie and combined it with the stellar quality of animation they have today. With a visual overhaul, a second installment could really shine.
Please, it was nothing really, just your average run-of-the-mill valor and extraordinary courageousness, you know.
Number 8, The Bad Guys.
Don't mind us, just robbing this place.
This is one of those movies you really just have to see for yourself. It goes beyond an animated heist movie, though it does have plenty of that Ocean's 11 vibe going on, and affords us some real discourse about following the role society has laid out for you, and learning to break free from it too.
I think I like the new year.
Well, that makes two of us.
With exciting twists, charming humor, and a whole lot of heart, The Bad Guys is a great watch. There's a holiday special slated for 2023, so keep an eye out for that if, like us, you're also looking to see more of this crew.
So long, suckers!
Number 7, Megamind.
No.
Oh, my giant blue head!
Is it possible that meme culture did this movie some favors? Yes. Is it also possible that it's an enjoyable movie on its own?
Oh, I'm too close! I'm genuinely scared right now! Oh, I hope no one's seeing this!
Also yes. While Megamind is somewhat reminiscent of predecessors like The Incredibles and Despicable Me, it ultimately does its own thing. With stellar voice acting, dynamic rivalries, and a whole lot of humor to go around, there's a lot of life in this movie.
Even the smallest bite from Arachnus dethicus will instantly paralyze. Oh! Get it off! Ow!
A short was released in 2011 following the events of the film, and there's an upcoming series slated for 2024, so we suppose we'll have to be content with that. Number 6, Abominable. We hesitate to praise animation quality in every entry, but it's hard not to when it comes to DreamWorks movies. They're all so visually stunning, and Abominable is no exception, but it is helped along by beautiful musical moments. Like any DreamWorks, Disney, or Pixar movie, Abominable has all the right ingredients to move and entertain its audience in equal measure.
Those guys are not gonna stop until they get Everest!
Is that better?
Maybe.
Although it's been likened to DreamWorks' more successful How to Train Your Dragon, with the whole befriending a beast storyline, the effort and dedication is palpable enough to warrant a watch. It still feels like there's more to be done with Abominable, and the studio must have agreed because a TV show following Yi, Everest, and company began airing in 2022.
It worked!
Number 5. Spirit, Stallion of the Cimarron.
Induct this animal, Sergeant.
Yes, this one didn't look like a rattler, but I was still thinking, snake.
Okay, hold on, before you come for us in the comments. We know this one technically does have a feature-length sequel. However, is it more of a sequel or more of a spin-off, really? In fact, technically, it's an adaptation of the spin-off TV show. For those of you who've seen Spirit Untamed, you know it has very little to do with the original.
You will not go near that horse again. Ever.
But why? It's not Spirit's fault Mom fell off a horse.
And it's overall been deemed a pretty big disappointment, omitting everything that made the initial effort so special and cherished among fans. Hashtag Justice for Stallion of the Cimarron. Real talk though, we'd love to see a second movie following the events of the first story.
I knew I would find you.
Number 4. The Prince of Egypt. Does The Prince of Egypt necessarily need a sequel? Probably not. The story is complete, and it did get a prequel. But if we're talking about movies that deserve a follow-up, we just can't omit it.
How'd you like your face carved on a wall? Someday, yes. How about now?
The Prince of Egypt was released to critical acclaim and fan adoration. For a long time, and still to this day, it's considered one of DreamWorks' very best.
God saved you to be our deliverer.
Enough of this.
And you are, Moses. You are the deliverer.
I said enough!
At one point, a sequel was considered, but following the poor performance of Sinbad, Legend of the Seven Seas, the studio made a move away from 2D animation. Speaking of Sinbad, while it didn't do super well commercially, we wouldn't mind seeing the studio take a stab at a follow-up movie.
Hey, this is not my problem. I did not steal the book.
You're really not gonna lose any sleep over this, are you?
Not a wink.
Number 3. Flushed Away. What's that? The sound of alarm bells signaling a critically underrated movie? Yeah, that sounds about right. Beyond the impressive animation and world building this movie offers, it's pretty solid from a narrative perspective too.
Sorry, I didn't mean to intrude, Mr. Captain Skipper Thingy.
Hey, that's Miss Captain Skipper Thingy to you.
The journey Roddy and Rita invite us on is bold, daring, and one hell of a ride. A boat ride, that is.
Well done, Roddy!
Hooray! We did it! We did it!
Flushed Away didn't do super well at the box office, nor did it get the best reviews from critics, but it definitely has the audience vote. It's original, cleverly written, and just a lot of fun. Give Roddy and Rita their second adventure already, cowards.
Your hair's on fire.
What? Ow! Ow!
Number 2. The Road to Eldorado.
I've got a plan. What is it? You pet him, yeah, and I'll...
At the time of its release, this movie did not do super well. It didn't get more than average reviews, and many thought it was just alright. At some point during the rise of meme culture, however, The Road to Eldorado found an audience to appreciate its wit and charm. Many returned to the movie and found hilarious dialogue and even more hilarious delivery.
On the one hand, gold. On the other hand, painful, agonizing failure.
There's so much for adults to enjoy, and the ending leaves plenty of room for a follow-up. Imagine it, Miguel, Tulio, and Chell reuniting to pull off some kind of incredible heist.
There's no scam. Why would you think there's a...
Why?
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Rise of the Guardians. Yet another ridiculously underrated project. There's so much pure magic in Rise of the Guardians. And we're not just talking about the magical powers.
Each of those lights is a child.
A child who believes. And good or bad, naughty or nice, we protect them.
With a group of strong and unique characters, and the bond they form to fight the big bad boogeyman, it feels like things end just when we were getting to know everyone. We'd love to see how Jack Frost has integrated into the team, perhaps with the introduction of some other holiday guardians. Halloween special, anyone?
That little trick doesn't work on me anymore!
While there was talk of a sequel the year after the film came out, nothing ever seemed to come of it. We're still holding out hope.
I know. But you're gonna be all right.
Which sequel would you most like to see, and what would you want it to be about? Let us know in the comments.
I hope the Yetis treated you well.
Oh, yeah. I love being shoved in a sack and tossed through a magic portal.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.